I just want y'all to see this before I get started. He loves it out there in the sun. I think most cats do. You know, I've been saying I gotta repot my aloe vera because it's bursting out of the pot. Well, I decided to come out here today and do just that. Whew. So I got several pots that I'm gonna fix. And of course I'll put one back in the pot that it's in already. But y'all to know, I waited till the sun got out here, and I should have done this earlier, because I always wait till later in the afternoon, and that's when the sun is on this back patio and it gets the hottest. But look at that. He does not have a care in the world. He really doesn't. Oh well. Let's see if I can get this camera situated so you can what I'm doing over here. There's all my pots. Now we're going to see if we can get this done. Oh, it's not straight. My camera's never straight, is it? Now maybe. But I've got potting mix and the garden soil from out there in that pile. And like I did the other ones, I'm going to mix it. Because I don't want it just strictly garden soil, and I don't want it strictly the bag stuff either. So I'm just going to mix it kind of like half and half. But I got to get the aloe vera up here. Oh, and this is a big baby. Whew. That is a big one. I have to do this every year because it, you know, I keep it over the winter and then it always outgrows the pot. So let's see if I can somehow get it out of here. And I know I'm going to lose some of the outside leaves probably. But that's to be expected. Keep as much dirt in there as I can. And it was actually getting too wet. So that needs to dry out a little bit. This garden soil is real good for it because it has a lot of sand, and the sand drains real well. Now let's see if I can separate some of these. See, I mean, they're not hard to separate. And these broken limbs I'm going to use. I'm going to show you a trick in see, that's one right here that I can put down in here. And they always want to lean. So what I usually do is get a rock or something and put it on the back side of it. I don't know if this one will be big enough to show you. But if you put a couple of rocks, I don't want to take all my rocks off of here, because then I got to go hunt up rocks to put back. You see, I just put 2 rocks, and that's helped that up pretty good. I'll put that back there. If it gets too wet, it kills it. It'll drown it. See, here's 3 little pups that got off just to the outside of it. And that's all I started with. The first aloe vera I bought was not even that big. I bought it in a little bitty cup, and it was probably half that tall. I planted and took care of it, saved it from year to year, and this is the product from it. I have more and more plants every year from it. See, here's a pretty good size one. That's going to go in a pot as soon as I get some dirt in here. And I've tried to protect my pot here, or table, as best I can. Need this over here. And that's really not big enough for that one. So I'm going to put one of these little ones in here. And just press it down pretty good, because they don't have much root on them yet, and they will tumble over like that one, that other one. Well, like I said, if they try to tumble over, you can always put a rock around it to stabilize it, to keep it growing straight. So there's 2. I got a couple of them that are pretty big. I don't think my pots are going to be big enough. Let me see. Let me see what I can find back here. This is one, the size you need for that bigger aloe vera plant. And I had already fixed dirt in it. Try one of these, because these are even bigger. Look at that. That is a big aloe vera. And I'll probably have to get a rock and put in there another couple of rocks to put around this. I know I'm making a mess on my table, but it can't be helped. Cannot be helped. Because like I said, they don't have big long roots yet, but they will. They'll get longer roots as it grows. And I should have got me some rocks. I don't know what I was thinking of. I wasn't prepared with rocks. I'm never prepared with rocks, no. Went out there and got me 2 more rocks. And this one might be too big. And it does make your pot heavy. So have to be prepared for that. And you may have to put it all the way around them. So far, I've been getting away with 2. going to need another big one for this. Two big ones, actually. And yeah, I've got to wear my mask because I can't breathe this stuff with my allergies. I wish I had another bigger pot. You know what? I really want a bigger pot for these. I mean, look at that. That's really too big for that. So far, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Looks like 8 plants from that. Whew. I've got 2 buckets that I have been fixing to put something in. Oh. I probably got dirt all over my face now. I think I'll put that one in there. Whew. I am making a mess. And I try to center it the best I can. And I'll just have to wash these off when I get them in here. That'll help keep that up a little. Maybe I'll wait and put more dirt in there. the time these aloe veras grow, you're not going to be able to tell what kind of pot they're in. But they do need a good sized pot. So they got room to grow. And they need something to prop them up with. Whew. And I still got that big one. Let me see. One of those buckets had a hole, I know, but let me go get another pot. When I fixed these buckets to plant in, I never dreamed, or I wasn't thinking about my aloe vera. But hey, whatever works. And I already had these fixes. I was going to plant some other stuff in them. And don't try to get them too deep. Just put them to where the plant starts turning green. That gets the roots under there. I'll have a bed of aloe vera, won't I? There, and I'll have to get more rocks to prop those up. But I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whew. Now where I'm going to put the other big one. Oh, I just broke that. But that's all right. I'm going to use them for putting seeds out. I really didn't want to put it in this pot. See, some of it's broke, but that's okay. Just break them off. They'll live. It will definitely live. And I'm definitely going to have to hunt up a few more rocks to put on here to keep them upright. But if you've got sandy soil, don't worry about it. Aloe vera loves sandy soil. It likes water, but it don't like to sit in water. If it sits in water, it's going to drown it. And there's another one. And we got two more. Put all this stuff right in this pot. Because all that'll make good soil. Whew. I can keep the sweat from going down in my eyes. See, they don't have much root. But you got to have that root. Have it right up to there to the dirt. Ah. There's another one. Then I'm going to save these broken pieces of aloe vera, and I'll show you what I'm going to do with them. Well, I had another bucket down there that I could plant it in and forgot about it. And there's another one. These are all my broken pieces that I'm going to keep. Whoops. Put them right there. Get all this out of the way. And I don't know which one of those I'm going to put in here. Could use it for another pot. I don't know. Clean these off so I can put them back up. see. We'll leave that one out on the grass. Until I get it watered. I don't want to put it in other pots until they're watered. Got all kind of wildflowers growing up between my patio, the cracks here. Sometimes I'll leave the wildflowers and let them bloom. Now let's come over here and see all my aloe veras that I got. I hope you can see them. Whew. Maybe I need to put this on the other side. Oh, let's see what we got here. I can't tell what I'm showing you. But there they go, y'all. I got one way out there. I don't know if you can see it way out there, sitting in the grass. But there, I'll put one of them back up on the table in that green pot. But I want them to drain first. Like I said, you don't want your aloe vera to sit in water. It'll drown it, literally. So from several years ago, starting out with a little, I think it was $4.95 for a little bitty aloe vera that was about that tall in the pot. I didn't even think it was going to live. Ended up in all these, plus all the ones I got out of it last year. I gave a lot of them away. Whew. And I don't know exactly where I'm going to put all these, but I'll find a place for them. But that's how basically you repot aloe vera. So if you are interested in aloe vera, if you know anything about gardening, and even if you don't, even if you don't know anything about gardening, I'm going to get over here in the shade. Buy you an aloe vera plant. And like I said, you start out with one little bitty one. And it'll end up giving you multiple aloe vera plants over the years. Now the one thing about aloe vera, they do not like freezing cold temperatures. They do not like it to get below 40. So you do have to bring it in the house in freezing cold temperatures. But then you can always put it right back out the next day. You know, the more and more I look at these little flowers that have come up in here voluntarily, and this rose bush cutting over here, I think they're sunflowers. I really do. And I think all of those back in the garden back there are sunflowers. I thought for a long time they were zinnias or something coming up, but I actually think they're sunflowers, because you know I had a great big old sunflower planted there last year, and I need to get some of them up out of there. And I don't know if they're going to pull out without breaking the root. Because I'd like to have them in other places. They're getting too spindly there. Maybe plant one here. It'll look pretty growing there. Big old sunflower. Snails like them. Little snail on there. Boy, they grow deep. I guess that's why they survive. They grow deep. The roots do. They go all the way to the bottom of the pot. And come up with water. They're not shy. Put one in here with my peppermint. See how that'll grow. Oh, it'll grow good there. And I might put one out there too. I think it'd be pretty growing out there if that's what it is, a sunflower. I'm going to go out there and plant me a sunflower in that big pot. Now I might wait till Thursday, and if it rains, what I'm going to do is pull some more of those out, and I'm going to put them in my rock garden out there where the moonflowers are, behind the blue tarp. Put some out there. I'll put some in the rock garden in the front of the house too, and see how they grow out there. But I'm pretty sure that's what that is. Because everywhere I've had sunflowers growing, I've got volunteer plants coming up. I'm pretty sure they're sunflowers. So I should have sunflowers all over my yard this year, if they live. Oh. Yeah, I don't want to plant them over in the rock gardens right now because it's not that wet. But if it rains, then I'm going to go ahead and put some out there. I would plant them in that around the bird bath out there, but they'd cover the bird bath if I did that. So I don't want to do that. And the pots are not big enough to hold those big stalk sunflowers. So we'll see. And I got to get the concrete out, and I got to rework that, get it better to where I can put my pots in it to grow stuff. And I've used most of my pots for my aloe vera. In fact, that might be a good place to put the aloe vera. Is put it out there in that zone. Go ahead and rework the platform. Where the bird bath is, and put a bunch of my aloe vera plants around it, because they like being in the sun all day. They just don't like the cold weather. So that's an idea. I may think of that, but that's for another day. That's not for today. So y'all, I'm tired. I still got to take all this stuff and put it up. Let's see if my aloe vera has stopped dripping yet to where I can put it on my table in the pot. I think it stopped enough. But I like to keep one up here. Turn it this way so it'll grow toward the sun. Hopefully. Yeah, and the rest of them I might put out there. Because goodness, I've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That made 8 aloe vera plants. So I can keep one on my table and put the rest of them out around the bird bath out there. I think that'll be pretty. Because I've still got some of the other plants that are coming back up from last year in there, in those black pots. So we'll see. Well, I got everything in your way. We'll see what survives out there. Where that bird bath is, you can see it right up there. I'm tired, y'all. Just this little bit gives me out in this heat because it's 80 some degrees today. And it's not so bad when you're not doing anything, but you get to moving around, and I tell you, it starts getting hot. Some of these are a little bit lanky. They need to come out. I might go ahead and stick some. You know what? I think I'm going to do that while I got the camera going. Because they can grow in the pots with my zucchini and my squash right here. I just got to get a there, I got one in there. I think I'll put one over here. I guess you can see. Well, I got to get a deep enough hole to plant it in. Let me get my trowel over here. Down in the ground. I mean, they have to go deep to get water in these pots. I don't know where to put these other ones. don't know if it'll live in the ground or not here. But you know what? They grew good in this swimming pool last year. And I know I've already got okra planted, but hey, I think a sunflower could grow there too. Maybe 2 of them. So, let's get this camera back over here. Whew. Yeah, but when it rains now, I'm gonna it rains Thursday. I'll take some more of those and put them out in that rock garden out there behind the blue tarp where the moonflowers are. I want to put some marigolds and zinnias out there as well. And I've already got I think mashed potato squash, some kind of melon. Well, let's go out there and look, because I think I forgot about that earlier when I did my garden update. Look at that. That's flipped sizes on me. I don't want it that big. Now, see the moonflower right there? They're coming up all in here, which that's what I'm hoping on, you know, because I did plant them here. That's a Black Beauty zucchini planted here. I've got a sweet pumpkin squash there in that pot. It's not come up yet. And I've got, what have I got? Mashed potato squash planted here. But I've also got moonflowers coming up. See there? So, we'll see. See who wins out. Maybe they'll grow together. But I'm done. I'm done in for today. Whew. I'm sweating. The hair's sticking to me. No makeup. So, I am going to call it a day. Go in and take me a shower. Sit down, put my feet up, rest a bit. I've done all the work in the garden I'm going to do for one day. So, we'll see you on the next one. Bye now.